Hello, this is Danny Masterson, and you're watching Season 0.
Oh, yeah.
Season 0!
To be perfectly fair, though, as soon as I walked in and stuff like that, I'm just like, you can't fool me, man. You're gonna go to a phone booth and put on a cape in a second. Look at that hair. Look at that jaw. Look at that jaw. Look at that hair. You got mightiness all over your face, man.
Somebody got mightiness all over your face. Somebody really
Chris,
did.
I thought we wiped that mightiness off my face.
Yeah.
You don't just punch a clock on a mission. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, all right, fine. Can I call her from your phone?
But what I love about the movie is that you guys are completely outcasts. Like, you guys are superheroes, you know. You guys need help too, but everyone's looking at you like you're a superhero. Like,
Handle it.
Well, there's one. My character has a line where he needs help, and I'm like,
Can I use the internet, please? I'm a superhero. You gotta help me.
I thought that meant that you're supposed to help me.
That was hilarious. But like, it made so much sense because like you guys look like you guys need as much help as anybody else.
or more.
Yeah.
She's cheating on me. On Brendan.
Oh.
With me. Fridge.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, that's definitely like a desire to just explore characters that are sold to us through Hollywood and see what they would be like from a different angle. You know, there's a desire for that. So, The Tick did that, I guess.
Or it shows that you've seen The Tick.
Yeah,
You're claiming
that's it.
you haven't, then you ripped it off.
You know,
and now
you see a guy in a blue
I don't know who
suit.
Woody Allen is.
My house was infested with ticks when I grew up growing up in Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah, we had to leave for like my mom kept finding
Do you
ticks
still
on
have
us.
Lyme disease?
We don't have Lyme disease in Kentucky.
Oh.
It's only up north.
How did this ensemble come together?
Well, I met Chris and
Joey
Joey
in a Lyme disease treatment facility.
I met Chris and Joey like on the first film that I made called ROSENCRANTZ and GILDENSTERN or UNDEAD.
I work for a secret society that deals with everlasting life.
I gotta tell you something. I can't die. This is terrible timing for me. I'm playing Hamlet right now.
And so I wrote the part of See-Through and Fridge with them in mind, hoping that when I had finished the script, they would say, yeah, let's do it.
I mean, what else do you want? This is the guy who killed your mom and dad.
What about rule number 27? No revenge.
Nobody follows that rule.
And Danny I had known through his wife, Bijou, who's also in ROSENCRANTZ. But Brooke got the part the old-fashioned way.
I had to.
She had to read, and she was awesome.
So she's the only one who's actually good.
I thank this gentleman on camera for teaching an entire generation of people that picking on your friends is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny when friends get hurt.
Yeah, out further, though. Yeah, right up. There you go. Hey, Kelso! Yeah? How's it look from down there?
Sorry about tonight, you guys.
Sorry, why? We got to watch you fall, man. I had a blast!
And you laugh at me, and you're inconsiderate of my feelings.
Kelso, no offense, but you sound like a chick. Do you remember that time when I was climbing your fence and I hit my forehead on that tree branch and I fell into your yard and your dog Yogi came out of the house and bit me twice on the ass? And you laughed, man, a lot while I was bleeding. Do you see my point?
Yeah, it's funny when friends get hurt.
It was great to see you on camera again. I haven't,
Thanks.
you know, I missed your on-screen presence.
Thanks, dude.
I applied to be one of you guys. I can turn invisible.
Oh,
But only for 2.3 seconds.
well, that's not bad.
Do you make anyone cry in this movie?
It makes me really uncomfortable in the movie.
Yeah, I just molest
I
her
cry on the
breasts.
inside.
Jordan just told me that there would be men in tights and that I would get my boobs rubbed by Danny Masterson. So I was like, okay, that's fucking awesome.
You told me the same thing, but I didn't still waiting.
I have very soft hands. I actually asked Jordan to write that scene in right there with the boobies.
Yeah.
I was just like,
We ended up not really shooting.
I think that's in your writer for anything.
It is.
Like, even when you're DJing,
I
it's like,
squeeze
get me a
hard.
girl, I
Yeah.
need some boobies.
I was like, yeah.
I wasn't sure why we had to do it with the scene that I was
Edit it down. It's a 45-minute take. It's about 3 seconds of the film, but that is a 45-minute scene.
I wanted to get it right. How did you think to pick superheroes though? Like, were you like, oh, I want to make it? Was this
I
something you wanted to make, or were you
wanted
like, I want to make a buddy comedy? What if I set it in?
I don't know. I just wanted to like see I felt like the colorful costumes would be a really good way to.
It was
like,
that or Bollywood. It was between the
Hey,
two.
the utility belts were very apparent, and I thought that was key for a superhero.
There's a number of elements when you're designing a superhero costume. You think it's going to be easy because it's like, oh, it's just spandex and underpants like over them.
The women that put the costumes together, Chris and I put them on, and we were like, they just all one piece, and you zip it up, and we both were like, how am I going to pee in this thing?
But that doesn't do it. There's also like the boots, you know, the gloves.
And the pee hole started about that big.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all you need. Just save yourself up for that one.
It's amazing how fine that line is between really looking like you have a homemade piece of spandex costume on versus like you feel like you're wearing a superhero costume. And that utility belt goes a long way, as opposed to just being some ridiculous guy dressed, you know, in a blue spandex suit.
What was great though is that the only thing in the utility belts were our cell phones.
And chapstick.
How did you think of the powers?
I don't know. They just. I mean, honestly, it was like a color thing, like blue. I just saw a blue costume, and I was like, "You should shoot ice out of his hands."
Jordan likes pretty colors.
As I was seeing colors. As I was writing the script, I was talking to the effects company that I was going to hire to do the effects, which was like one guy. Just said, you know, listen, how hard would it be to make somebody shoot ice out of his hands and freeze stuff? And I mean, and eventually, I mean, the cool thing was that they kind of took on a bit of a meaning, you know, like Joey pointed out when he read the script was like, you sort of, it's Fridge's story, but you're seeing it through see-through's eyes in a way, which is a cool idea.
I'm good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're really good at just...
I read The Punisher, which we were discussing whether he was a superhero or not.
Yeah, the Punisher is a superhero.
Sort of not.
He's a vigilante.
He's a vigilante.
Wow.
So I've read every Punisher up to probably like book 30 or 40, and then we were saying I found all like his appearances in old Spider-Mans and all that kind of shit when I was 8, 10, 12 years old, I guess.
Wait a minute, if the Punisher's a vigilante, then Batman's a vigilante, and Batman's a superhero.
Yeah, but he names himself after an animal, so...
This reminds me, I used to beat up kids that read comic books.
I could see that.
You don't have so much mightiness on your face anymore, man.
Then you dress up like a superhero and save them from yourself.
I don't know if I mentioned that our house is infested with ticks in Kentucky, so we didn't read a lot.
Okay.
Top priority. I guess we're like making camps in the woods.
What are you doing there, boy? Reading? Get out there and get these ticks out.
Let the geek go.
But get a tick off of it.
Reading.
That
guy on camera.
Right to the
Look at that sandwich thief over there.
That's
He's like, green rooms? I know about fucking green rooms.
I found
Y'all have wraps in here?
Like,
I can smell wraps.
Got a veggie wrap?
At least our superheroes are American too. I feel like all the superheroes now are like from Britain or Australia. Or...
I was from Australia in the movie, actually. I don't know.
But you moved here when you were very, very young,
moved here
and so your accent is...
I don't know if that wasn't clear to you.
Yeah, he was like...
Were you on a show called Animorphs by any chance?
Yes.
Okay.
So long ago.
Because the second
It's not my first time with superheroes.
No, because the second I walked in, I'm just like, Rachel.
You lied to me. I thought it was
I thought you were a
That's how we hired you. We were like, oh my
gosh,
gosh, you're so natural.
Everyone that's come in has known you from a different TV show.
She's such a...
You've done a lot of like fantasy TV
Fantasy,
shows.
a lot of like genre stuff. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What's Animorphs?
That's it. Now you've acquired the cat's DNA. Now concentrate. Think about being a cat.
You were a hero there. Do you play a hero in this movie as well at some point? Or do you just get groped by Danny?
Is this a Canadian show?
It was on Nickelodeon.
Oh. Did you morph into a maple leaf?
Did you
Maple leaf actually is an animal in
Did you
Canada.
morph into a hockey player?
That's pretty cool.
Well, some hockey players are animals.
Oh.
But no.
No, come on. Let's lay off the stereotypes. She obviously morphed into a beaver, a polar bear, and whatever the fuck else is on
And
coins.
a moose.
A hockey playing polar bear.
Go for it, handsome.
Besides Punisher comics.
They were really cool though.
I know they were.
Yeah, those aren't.
No, whenever we say geeky,
Really
we
good
mean
at
actually
football?
cool.
Is that nerdy? No. Yeah.
Saying it out loud sounds nerdy. I don't know if it
Really
actually
good at
is.
wiffle ball. Like Long Island, dude. Like we were born with wiffle balls in our hands.
Okay.
That must have been uncomfortable for your mothers.
The umbilical cord stuck around the wiffle ball.
It's a beautiful baby boy, although I have bad news. He had no wiffle ball. So I don't know what future he has here on Long Island.
He won't be a nerd.
We'll put him in the leper colony with the other non-wiffle ball players.
Yeah. We can try putting him back in for a week. See if the wiffle ball
maybe
develops.
it'll grow.
Maybe he'll grab onto the wiffle ball.
Alright, we're running out of time. Alright, yo, chin in here. Go for it.
Well, I really like crosswords. I do a lot of crossword puzzles, like every day.
I don't know if that's nerdy. It just seems sad.
Oh.
I'm
just kidding. I'm
Are we
just
gonna go around the
kidding.
table? You're gonna like tell us that each quality is not nerdy.
I don't know if you can be nerdy, man. I'm just looking at you and.
You got mightiness still on your face.
I see that mightiness.
On your giant chin a bit.
So it's a crossword thing, huh?
Yeah, I like crosswords. Yeah.
All right.
Nerdy, smart stuff, right? Isn't that what nerds do?
Yeah, smart stuff. My most prized possession until I was about 16 years old was a Star Trek The Next Generation gold communicator pin that I would wear on my shirt. Now, that's not nerdy.
That's nerdy.
And he takes the cake.
You haven't heard Jordan's yet, maybe.
Oh.
What's mine?
I don't know, is it nerdy?
You said it like you knew.
You made a movie about people with superpowers.
That's
Yeah,
pretty nerdy.
thank you. This is my nerdiness. I still Google like blogs. Yeah, still watch porn. I Google blogs
Nerd porn.
about Twin Peaks still.
Wow.
Nice. It's like 20 years old. I'm still like, what does fire and water represent?
I write fan fiction for the third season. I've got 755 episodes for the third season.
I really have I really, really wish, and I know it won't happen, but I really wish that they would start it up the show again with Cooper getting out of the Black Lodge, because I feel like Agent Cooper is now, he's like caught up to the age that he was when he was an old man in the dream sequence.
There you
I
go.
like that. I think maybe you should work on that.
Yeah.
Get that off the ground. Get that going.
One of my favorite magazine is Scientific American.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, that's good.
In psychology
It's not
today.
very Canadian of you.
I don't think there's a scientific Canadian.
Canadian.
So.
There is now. It's you.
Is this the Canadian premiere? Or is this
This is the world premiere.
the world premiere tonight?
That's right.
When you were writing the movie, did you set out to turn the whole comic book genre on its head?
Yeah, yeah, I was basically like a big fuck you to the Avengers.
What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I think you're
Guys, your balls, was that all you?
I stuffed I did not stuff, as you can tell.
You have to wear this thing called a dancer's belt. Are there any ballet dancers here? No? Okay, good. So yeah, the dancer's belt basically puts your cock and balls up inside your asshole.
I didn't get the memo. They were in the suits for like 2 months. I was just there for an hour.
Danny is still wearing the dance belt today. He likes it so much. Show him, Danny.
What about you there, man?
What about me?
I mean, it was a huge screen and
See your cock was
I know. There's a lot of staring down the barrel of my own cock.
I was hoping that maybe people weren't paying attention to my bulge and maybe the plot of the story.
It was freezing cold. I don't know if you can see a couple of those scenes. My nipples are real hard.
You've got some nerve breaking up with me in an email. Who do you think you are? Batman?
No, I don't think I'm.
Yeah, for see-through, it was just really hilarious just seeing him like look through things because he always looked like a peeping Tom. So like, was that like planned or was it just like, no, be extra creepy when you look at people? You know, like
That's just Joey.
When Jordan and I were talking about the character, I was like, I think it'd be real fun if this guy's just trying to take everybody's clothes off all the time, but like doesn't really want to, you know. So I think that was like kind of fun to like go through his bag and like see people naked and stuff. And so it wasn't creepy. It was art.
So what? You guys all gonna get hammered after this? Like if
We haven't stopped being hammered since we've been here.
Okay,
We're
so
currently hammered.
So if
You're
everyone
probably in the middle of it.
if everyone screams, it's like, all right, that's great. Let's go get hammered. And if anyone doesn't scream, it's like, shit.
Let's go get hammered.
Let's go get hammered.
Season 6!